Welcome back to Diverse Long Island on News 12 Long Island. Being a young woman in today's society can be very rough. Many girls are growing up with image issues. They're also dealing with pressures from their peers, just all around. So today we're here to talk about the importance of keeping our young women strong on Long Island. And today we have Darlene Aiken. She is the author of the book, How to Be a Young Lady, your total guide for being the best possible you. Darlene is also president and CEO of Inner Beauty Solutions, a group that works with Latino and African American girls with low self-esteem. Also joining me today, Diane Prefontaine. She is the co-founder of HangProud.com, a website striving to make a difference in the lives of girls and women of all ages. Now, I'm so happy that you guys are here because, yes, this is a very, very important topic, and especially personal for me, myself, because I know growing up I had, a lot of issues myself, insecurity, just kids making fun of you. But, I had my mom. My mom made me really strong. She always was reassuring me, and I think the issue is that not a lot of girls have that. Is that the case?
Well, actually, it is the case, and girls as we were sharing in the green room, that it's girls across the board, Caucasian girls, African American girls, Latina girls, Asian girls. Girls in general are not as confident, and part of that has to do because they're not involved in sports. They have the pressures of magazines telling them that they're not thin enough, even when they may be. So they have a lot of things that if they do not have that foundation with their parents, that it could go awry.
Wow. And with your organization now, Darlene, just tell us all about Inner Beauty Solutions and the book that just popped up that we all just saw. How are you helping young women with that?
Well, Inner Beauty Solutions is an empowerment company which deals with self-esteem and leadership and etiquette. And the book is an interactive book, Charlene, which talks to girls about affirming their inner beauty. And our slogan is, you're beautiful on the outside when you recognize your beauty on the inside. And it's so important to be grounded in who you are, because what happens is when you define yourself, then other people cannot define you because you're grounded in who you are. So it's teaching them to define themselves in a positive manner so that when the negativity is thrown their way, they can address it and have a firm footing and still carry on with their daily activities.
It's all about really just loving yourself.
Yes.
Now, on to you, Diane. You and your partner, Carla Alpert, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, launched HangProud.com, which I must say, when I checked out the website, it was really cool. It has like some unique activities on there to help young women. And it's not only women here on Long Island or New York City, just all over the world? Absolutely.
Well, that's our goal, to take it globally at one point. But we launched Hang Proud back in late May of this year, and we've had tremendous response from women all over the country. And it's so funny because we weren't knowing where these responses were coming from. The age group from our all of the members of Hang Proud range from 9 years old to 83. So we've got a broad spectrum of women that are checking us out.
Now, why do you guys think it's so important for young women to be vocal about it, to speak on it, what they're going through?
Well, because they realize that they're not going through it by themselves, that women go through it in general. I don't care how pretty you are or how rich you are, girls go through it, women go through it. So to talk about it eases that, one. And two, the other point is that women become mothers. Women are the birthing canal for all life form. So what happens is if you don't have a sound footing and grounding in who you are, then you pass that ugliness on to your sons and your daughters, and they grow up to be the heads of dysfunctional families. So it is my hope and my dream to affect girls to become more solid in who they are, so that when they are raising their families eventually, they can do a better job than had they not been grounded in who they are.
Wow. Why did you guys feel like this was so important to do, like to devote so much time in empowering young women? Diane?
Well, I think society puts so much pressure on women these days, like we were talking earlier. The magazines, the television, so much on what they should look like versus focusing on their inner beauty and all of the good things that they can pay forward.
But what do you suggest? Should a parent not let their kids watch TV, take away the magazines? Like, how can parents help out the situation?
Well, I think the awareness that we're bringing here today and teaching women that it's not only about that, it's about finding the inner strength in other women and respecting ourselves more and respecting other women for who they really are inside is key. So it's the awareness, and I think that's really a main part of it.
Now, Darlene, in your book, there's a special part in it, and it's about, I remember you were telling me about looking in the mirror. Now,
Right.
what was that exercise all about, and why'd you come up with it?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. And what that talks about is it gets girls to affirm themselves. And in the book, there are a list of affirmations that I provide them with. But then there is a section where it's a do now kind of, if you will. And it's a section where they now list some affirmations about themselves. And usually I challenge girls to list some things that they would not ordinarily say about themselves, like I love me or I am beautiful. Because what happens is at first you may not believe it, but then when you practice it often, you start to say, you know, I'm all right. And then all right goes to, I am beautiful. And it's not an arrogant beauty, but it's a beautiful that says, I am worthy of your friendship. I am worthy of accomplishing my dreams and my goals. And that's what I have. In the back of the book, I have a pledge, and that's what the pledge speaks to, about affirming that you are worthy of committing, of attaining, I should say, your goals, dreams, and aspirations for
This is wonderful.
what you need to do.
Wow. And Diane, we want you to leave it off with just what should a young girl take away? I mean, if they're watching today and they so happen to go to your website, what should they just take away today?
We should stand united, all of us, no matter how old we are, and embrace our inner beauty, our unique beauty, because we're all different,
Yes, we
and
are.
our inner strength, and just put aside all the self-criticism that's out there, and just love ourselves and love our women, other women.
Our sisters, yes. I concur.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having
Thank you so much for having us.
Now that's all the time we have for this edition of Diverse Long Island. Remember, you can go to our website for any information that you just saw here. Thanks again to all my guests, and thank you for watching. I'm Shirley Nalakoff. Enjoy your weekend.